Hey everybody, it's Nerdy30. Just wanted to say thank you for joining me again for part 4 of the PC Flipping Until I Buy a Truck series. I wanted to say thank you so much for the boom in subscribers that I've had in the last couple weeks, or the last week or so because of this. And I really appreciate you giving my channel some of your valuable time. So to catch up from where we were at the end of part 3, I had issues with my RAM because I thought I had the correct RAM, but I did not. So it came in today, and I am just now getting to the computer tonight. As a recap, this is a Dell Optiplex 7040 with a 6th gen Intel i5 6500, 4-core, 4-thread system. It has 16 gigabytes of DDR4 memory. You can see we're looking at, where's that? Yeah, right there. Anyhow, 16 gigs of RAM, a GTX 1050 Ti. This is going to have a 256 gigabyte NVMe and a 2 terabyte 7200 RPM hard drive for storage. And then the one thing I forgot last time was a Wi-Fi dongle. So I am in this system for, let's see, the RAM kit was $15. The hard drives were free. I got this from the recycling for free. And I paid $50 for the 1050 Ti and a GT 1030, which I can't seem to find, by the way. So we'll give a value of $30 to the 1050 Ti, $15 for the RAM kit that I just installed, and then $8 or $9 for the dual band Wi-Fi dongle in the back. So a little over $50, I think $53 is what we have for this. And I'm hoping to list it for, about $140, $150. Now, I know that is a slightly high for the specs, but one thing that I do like to build into my PC pricing is a buffer zone, because, everybody lowballs and negotiates. Problem is, if I want $100 for something, and I put $100, I'm going to get offers for $70. So I think the system is worth every bit of $120, and so I figure at $150, somebody will give me, an offer of $120, $130. They're getting a solid deal, and I'm making a nice little chunk of profit. Okay, everybody. So this segment of the video, I kind of want to talk about how else I make money besides computers. And I know this is a PC flipping challenge, so if you don't think that this is a suitable content, I will not count the credit or the funds towards this, and I will decide on something else. So if you think it's okay for me to use other funds from flipping items towards the truck purchase, let me know in the comments. If not, let me know as well, and I will deduct the funds from this challenge. So we know that I ordered the computer parts last week, the RAM kits I needed, and that took a good 4 or 5 days to come in. Well, with the weekend and 4 or 5 days, that's a long time to not do anything. So I usually hit Goodwill, and there's a Goodwill about a mile from my house, and I look for other stuff as well. So I picked up this Sony radio, CD, cassette, boombox, whatever you want to call it. It's a Sony CFD S01. I paid $6 for this. looks great. It's actually a really nice shape. It cleaned up really nice, and everything worked well as it should on it. And they're selling on eBay sold listings for between $35 plus shipping or $50 with free shipping. So I threw mine up for $45 free shipping. It has not sold yet, but they're kind of a slower mover, but it is a Sony, and they do usually sell for me. The other thing I found was a wrestling collection DVD. I actually found 30 or 40 DVDs, and I scanned all of them, and none of them were worth more than $4 or $5, except for one that I sold for what I think I listed it for $28. They were selling for $30 to $35, depending on condition. I usually tend to sell mine for my items under condition. I think it probably could have rated a good or a very good, but I listed it as an acceptable because I've had issues in the past where people say something, you know, everybody's definitions are a little different. So I probably lost a couple dollars on it, but I went ahead and for the money, for the $10 that I have in both these items, I've made $18 on, after it was all said and done, I think I made $18 profit on that disc, or on the DVD. And when this is all said and done, I'm hoping, let's see, 15-ish. I priced it out about $15 to ship and $6 purchase price. That's what, $22 minus 13% fee, so roughly what, $3 is 10%. We'll call it $4.50. So I should make about let's see, $20-ish on this, which, you know, isn't great profit's not amazing profit, but anytime you can walk into a Goodwill and make, you know, 40-50 bucks, you know, that's not bad. Okay, everybody, so I'm back. So this is the point of the challenge. I am trying to get a truck, and I am looking at for one of two options. I love the F-Series, the F-150. I grew up in a Ford family. My grandfather had an 84 F-100 on the farm. That was one of the first memories I have, was riding around in that old F-100. And my father has had 4 or 5 F-150s in the last 20 years or so, and an F-250. And my work vehicles are an F-250 and F-350. And I love the styling. I've always been kind of a Ford guy. And so I'm looking preferably 2011 or newer F-150, either the 5-liter Coyote or the 3.5 EcoBoost. I know the EcoBoost doesn't necessarily get a great rap in that first couple of years due to issues with like cam phasers, but I really like the EcoBoosts. Great fuel economy, and the power is really nice. I'm not looking too terribly expensive. I'd like to spend under $20,000. Most banks right now are not financing vehicles that are 8 years old or older, or vehicles that have over 100,000 miles. And so in my area, the dealers know that, and trucks that fit into that financing category at like the big dealerships, Ford, you know, stuff like that, they're still, you know, 25, 26, you know, even 30 grand, depending on what you're looking at. And so I've been looking at independent loans with my bank, and the biggest thing is putting down some money is going to help the chances getting approved. But so I've been looking at trucks at this year model. You know, I just typed in 2015 because it's kind of in the middle of this body style, which I think is slick looking. So the parameters are 4-wheel drive is a must, 4-door because, as I said, I have kids. I'm not really picky on the color. The perfect truck for me would be what I would think would be an EcoBoost 4-wheel drive with the FX4 package. I think they look great. the rare package, they actually found one for sale locally, but it's only a 2-wheel drive, is in the 14 to 15, I think, was the only years you could do that. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but you could order a 6.2 liter in the FX4, which was the same motor the Raptor had for the same year. And let me tell you, those are bulletproof motors and highly sought after, but the issue is they are kind of hard to find. And there's actually 2 for sale in my area, but one is a extended cab and one is a 2-wheel drive. So the other option that I'm looking at, which I'm not necessarily against, is the I think this is the 4th gen Ram 1500. I had a good friend growing up who was a massive Dodge family, and the black sheeps in my family drive Rams, and I think the Rams look a little better than the F-150s, but I like the drivetrains a little bit more. Of course, the 5.7 liter Hemi is a great motor, and another option that I've seen a lot of is the 3.6 Pentastar. There's decent reviews on them. I know that they have issues. They can have like a lifter tick and some other issues, but they've made like 10 million of those motors, and they're in a lot of cars. The Chargers, the Challengers, the Journey, I think the Journey, and they're just solid little motors. I'm not necessarily looking for the highest tow capacity, because I am really looking for a truck for work purposes. I haul a lot of test equipment, and there's 4 of us in my shop, and there's only 2 work trucks. So sometimes we were required to take our own vehicles, and taking 400 or 500 pounds of equipment in the back of a car or an SUV is just not feasible. I've done it a couple times. I had a Lexus RX 350 front wheel drive, and that was not fun, shuttling stuff up a trail in a front wheel drive vehicle. So 4-wheel drive is a necessity for me, and I don't necessarily care about the pulling power. I would like to be able to pull at least 6,000 pounds because eventually, like right there, we'd like to have a small boat, maybe a 20 or a 20-foot ski boat, maybe a 20-foot camper. But I'm not interested in Chevys. I love the GMT 800 platform, but the DOD, which is displacement on demand, and the AFM, active fuel management issues in the Chevy 5.3s have just killed those for me, which I know every platform is going to have its issue, but the 5.3 seems to be not if it goes out, it's when it goes out. Cam phasers and some of the issues with the Rams are not as prevalent, as I feel, as the Chevy 5.3 is. So that's the end goal for this video. Sorry this is taking a little longer, but I wanted to give you a good basis for what I'm looking for. I will be right back with the wrap-up. Okay, sorry about that. Realized this drive has a BitLocker on it, so I had to go into the boot manager and get into Windows so I can delete the partition of the drive and get Windows installing. The test definitely did not take 6 hours, or 7 hours, like it said it was going to. Okay, so here's where we stand. I sold the 7070, which was the i5 9500 and 1650 OC for $160. I sold a processor from an i5 6500 from this dead motherboard for $20. So that leaves us currently at $180 in sales from the computer base. If we factor in and are going to allow other sources of flipping, I made $20 profit on the wrestling DVD, which brings us to a grand total of $200 towards the down payment on the truck. Rule of thumb is 10%. So since I'm looking to spend no more than $20,000 on my next vehicle, my goal is $2,000. I'd like to have a healthy amount, and that way, if I find something that's under, let's say I find a truck that's 14 or 15,000, I can have a little bit more to put into anything I might need right away. So the plan for the rest of the night is to get this system with the 1050 Ti updated and running and get it listed tonight. I think we're going to start at 140. I think 150 is slightly too high because people see 150 on it, they're going to pass. Especially this close to Christmas, I'm not trying to take advantage to anybody, but where I live, the cheaper computers sell a lot better because Arkansas is kind of a poor state. So I'll probably post this for 140, maybe I don't know. I'm thinking 140. That gives me a good warm fuzzy if 140. And if I get $110 for it or higher, I'll sell it. So goal with this one is 120. That's like my optimal if I don't get asking price would be 120. I have the second system ready to go. Then I'm gonna put the W5100 in. I paid $25 for this card a long time ago, and so that other system, right around that same, about $45 in, 25 for that, 15 for the RAM kit, that's 40. And then I looked up those dongles. I actually had a coupon for the second Wi-Fi dongle, and I'm actually am in it for $5. So $45 for the second system, which will be a i5 6500, the W5100, 16 gigs of RAM, and a boatload of storage. That system I'm probably going to ask 120 for it. I'll probably take I don't know, maybe $90 for it, since that's not necessarily a well-known card. But if everything works out between the two, if I can make 110 on this guy and make 90 on the other, add $200 to the pot, and double the cash that we have on hand, I have a third Optiplex 7040 that does not have RAM. I didn't want to spend too much money out of pocket on these in case they do sell slow. Worst case scenario, if they don't sell locally, I'll put them on eBay. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with eBay versus Marketplace. Marketplace, you make more money. eBay, you put it up there, somebody buys it, you ship it off. Facebook Market, though, the trade-off for making more money is you have to meet people, you're going to have 100 questions, people lowball you, people ghost you. You don't really have that necessarily with eBay, which is nice. But the time frame, by the way, that I'm looking for with trying to get the truck is I'm hoping for maybe by the end of February. I think that's pretty feasible. Usually right before Christmas is super busy, and when people get money for Christmas, I tend to find that the week between Christmas and New Year's is profitable for me as well, because people are still on Christmas break looking for computers. So I'm sorry this is a long-winded video. I appreciate all of the attention that the series has brought to the channel. If you really want to make me feel warm and fuzzy, please consider leaving a comment. I really enjoy the feedback, and one of the reasons I love making content like this is it allows me a way to connect with people that still allows me to maintain my privacy, but it's nice to have that human interaction. So I think for the secret password for this video is going to be graphics card, because of the graphics card shuffle we have to go. So we had to make, because I can't find that stupid card. So type the word graphics card followed by what's your favorite graphics card, or what is the graphics card you're currently using in your system now. I'm hoping to get these done tonight. This one done tonight will be done and listed, and I'm hoping to have the other one done tomorrow and listed by Wednesday. I'm hoping to have at least 2 more systems up. Thanks for watching. Thank you for your time. Consider like, share, and subscribing. I am a solo venture. I don't do this with any partners or sponsors. I probably would never take sponsors even if I had 1 million subscribers, because I like to be kind of an independent guy and determine what goes on my channel and what doesn't. So anyhow, thank you once again. for joining me. This is Nerdy 30, and I'm signing out.